welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got a garage sale pickup video for you here, and one item also that I got off of eBay that I'm really looking forward to testing out. I'll probably make a review on it because I have not even seen any reviews on this particular item, you know, on YouTube before, so I'm probably going to be doing that, but I'll show that in a second after I get through my original pickups. I'm going to do a little bit of story time here as well with this, because part of this is slightly like just silly, basically, the way things unfolded. So I got up on Sunday and decided, hey, you know what, I got up a little bit early and I said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna check out some garage sales. So in doing so, I was looking on my phone or whatever, and I found a community sale that boasted, you know, 13 garage sales. So I thought I'd go check it out. It's a little bit further away from my house, but I figured I'd go there first, make my way back home, and on the way there I'd stop off at different garage sales and whatnot and see what I could find exactly. So when I got there, I immediately spotted a guy sort of sifting through a bin that looked like he was looking for video games. And I was wearing a different shirt at the time. I was wearing one that basically had like, and I wore it on purpose just so if people saw me, like as far as, you know, I'm buying things from people, that they would identify me as a video game guy. They would see the characters and things on the shirt, and you know, it would like spark a memory, and they'd be like, oh yeah, you know, and you go in and bring out the Nintendo stuff I'm always after, type of thing. But unfortunately, this worked out in a different way. I had the shirt that I had on basically had like all the retro Mario characters, you know, from like Super Mario Brothers 1 and those kind of things, like up to Super Mario 3, were all over the shirt. And this guy saw it, and he was like, I pulled up, he looked pretty calm when I was pulling up. When I got out, he saw that shirt, he suddenly went into like super hyperactive mode, and he was sort of getting all jittery and like in a hurry, right? Because he's obviously a game collector too. And what he did, basically finished off his purchase at the garage sale, and then he jumped in his car and got like super erratic and pulled up to, which is really weird, pulled up to the next garage sale, which literally was across the street from the one that we were standing at. So I'm not even joking, the driveways were across from each other. He walked up, like ran down the street, jumped in his car, pulled his car up in front of the other garage sale and like parked his car on an angle, got out, and I don't know what he was doing there, if he even found anything or whatever. To which I was just like, okay, this is kind of odd or whatever. So I jumped in my car and just went down to a couple garage sales that were down the street. And then once that happened, this guy, like, I was talking to people, you know, I was playing it calm. I'm not in a huge rush. You know, it's not that kind of thing to me. I was just trying to enjoy my morning. And I was talking to some people at the garage sale. You know, just telling them that I was interested in retro video games, and they didn't have any, and that was perfectly fine. And I just took a look around behind me, and all of a sudden, this guy goes zipping by, and he must be doing, you know, like 100 kilometers an hour in a residential zone, or 80 kilometers an hour in a residential zone, completely haphazardly. Like, I don't know what you guys think of retro video game hunting, but if you think it's worth running over like a 6-year-old or something like that, you know, all the power to you. Don't be a lunatic when you're driving, especially through people's neighborhoods. And so he went and kind of pulled down the street and went down and checked out a couple of other garage sales, and he didn't get anything at those ones either. So basically he got like a couple of really like, I don't even know what you want to call them, titles, like garbage titles, because I saw what he got. It was a couple, like it was a Wii game and a DS game, and I don't know why, but he left a couple of games in the bin, which I decided to grab. And I really just wanted one of them, but I thought I'd, like, you know, sweeten the deal and try to get a deal on them, basically. So this is what I did. So I pulled out these two DS games. This first one I didn't know anything about, so I was just taking a shot on it. I have no idea if it looks anything decent, but it kind of looks like a side-scrolling beat-em-up or a 3D beat-em-up. I'm not really sure all about that, but it is American Dragon Jake Long. I don't know anything about this DS title, but I'd never seen it before, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It was like $2.50, so what am I worried about? And then also picked up this one, which is Elite Beat Agents, so that's kind of cool. I didn't have this in the collection already, so kind of nice, and I'm surprised he left this one behind, because it can go for a little bit of money. It's nothing crazy, but $2.50, you know, why not? That being said, I went around to a bunch of different garage sales and basically got the same story over and over and over again. Oh yeah, we do have some, but you know, it's my son's and he's not willing to get rid of it, and da, 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 and he wants to hold on to it. And another guy's like, well, you know, I've got some stuff like old Nintendo things. I'm like, yes. And then I want to hold on to it for my kid, and my kid's growing up. I want him to check it out and all. I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine. Like, and I'm not going to push people for that. But moving on, I basically went around, didn't really find a whole lot. Any games that I saw were pretty much trash pile games, so I didn't even bother with them. And then basically on my way home, I was just like, all right, I'm going to go home. And if I see anything, I'll stop, and that's about it. So jumped in my car and kind of started driving home, and then I stumbled upon a community sale that I wasn't even aware was open, and I don't think other people were either, because the previous day it was supposed to be on, and what ended up happening was it rained out that day. So what ended up happening, people, the garage sale or the yard community sale postponed to the next day, but there wasn't any like advertising up around that, so basically I had to drive by to even see it, and I'm glad I did, because I got a pretty good score there. First thing that I spotted were some games. There was like a huge stack of them, a lot of like filler stuff, things I wasn't really interested in, but then I offered lady $10 for these 3 games. So first one here is MLB Slugfest 2003. Don't really know a whole lot about that. I was basically just trying to throw this one in sort of as a freebie, you know, because she wanted like $5 a game, so I basically offered 10 for the 3 of them, so I paid like, you know, 3 something each. And then a copy of Super Mario All-Stars that I need to clean up, and the artwork could use a little help, but I probably have a case for this if I'm not mistaken. And that one's actually complete, and the interior part's a lot better than the exterior, so that's kind of nice. And then lastly, Mario Party 6, so pretty cool right there. And unfortunately missing its manual, but that's the way things go sometimes. I usually find these party games on the GameCube, they're always missing their manuals. So that's pretty cool score right there for $10. That wasn't too bad. And I also got this for $5 from another person, and that's Starlink on the Xbox One, which I don't even own an Xbox One, but this is Starlink on the Xbox One, which I got for $5, and it's brand new. It's never been opened. So pretty cool find right there. I mean, I don't think this goes for a lot, and I think people are trying to like unload them at this point. But at the same time, I didn't have it, so pretty cool right there. And that was basically like the extent of my garage sale finds for the day there. But one thing that I did get from eBay, which I'm really excited to be checking out here, and I know there's lots of different options for doing this. I know like Pound makes a cable, and there's a couple other like Hyperkin makes another cable or something like that. But it's an HDMI cable for Xbox. I got this off of eBay, and I want to check it out. It's just sort of like unbranded kind of thing. I think it's a Mirian product or something. I don't know what Mirian means, but at the same time, I wanted to check it out, and this was like super cheap. I think it's just a few dollars, maybe like $7 or something like that for this cable, and those other ones are kind of expensive. So I wanted to give this a shot first, and I hadn't seen like any reviews on these at all on YouTube. If they are, they're hidden from me, because I searched around for quite some time trying to find out any information I could about this, and I couldn't. So pretty cool right here. Basically, this is going to allow you to hook up your original Xbox to HDMI. I want to check it out because I'm pretty excited about this. I do want to, you know, get an Xbox going with it, and I do have like ways of doing that, but unfortunately, it's really glitchy right now. And for some reason, I have like one of the, what do you call it, like component cables. Is that right? Anyways, I have one of those cables, like YVVR cables, and I have a splitter that, or not splitter, but a signal changer that changes it into HDMI, and that's going to my television. And unfortunately, if I'm playing Xbox on it, it just kind of like blinks out every once in a while, and then it'll come back on, and it'll turn off, it'll come back on, and turn on, like, and so it's really annoying. And I wanted to try to alleviate that. I'm hoping this will be the solution to that problem. We'll have to see if that's what ends up working out with this, but that's everything I got for you this time around. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.